Siamo qui ad Ancona al Sales Tech Forum, è un evento dove si parla di come la tecnologia può aiutare le vendite. Siamo qui con Deva che oggi ci ha fatto uno speech pazzesco su come l'intelligenza artificiale può aiutarci nelle vendite. Deva, you talk about how the artificial intelligence can help a person like me that do phone calls, cold calls to help my customers.
Indeed. So, absolutely. So I think, first of all, thank you for this opportunity, and as well, thank you for even interacting with me on this. Now, of course, AI can do a lot of things, but it all depends upon how you want to use this and what is the business context, right? In your situation, what you want to do is your client is asking you to make a lot of phone calls, generate the leads, and then give it to them so that they can then follow up, right? Now, of course, when that happens, you should look at your sales process, which actually says I have to pick up the phone, I have to call, and I have to go back and then report all of this in. Now, there are technologies using AI which can record the call, transcribe it, and even give you summaries. And those summaries, you can use it to put it in your visit reports or your call reports, which now you have to type. Now, suddenly what happens is it saves you a lot of time so that you can make more number of calls. Now, what it also does is it gives you an analysis of key things that were mentioned. Now, then what happens is you can take note of that, and then you can go back to your customers who is just expecting you to give them leads, but you can actually go back and give them advice about how they can market differently so that it's easier for you.
Bene, quindi incredibile, ci ha detto appena adesso come in un lavoro di telemarketing, di call, l'intelligenza artificiale e l'informatica ci può aiutare ad esempio a registrare le note quindi della chiamata, fare addirittura un sommario, un riassunto di quello che siamo detti, che io posso chiaramente utilizzare e mettere nel mio CRM. Questa è una cosa pazzesca perché poi al mio cliente posso dare un valore aggiunto. Deva, have you got some website or some tools or some app we can use for example, a lead generation?
Yeah. So lead generation is a very interesting concept, right? Because there's what we call inbound lead generation and outbound. Inbound is pretty much where I use my websites, my social media, I use any kind of white papers or blogs to attract people onto those sites. Now there, essentially what it would mean is your client will capture those information and give it to you for you to pick up the phone and call. Now in terms of outbound is what you do is actually picking up the phone and calling. And when that happens, of course you can get a list from your client, but you can also then go and use tools like ZoomInfo. You can use tools like, for example, Dun & Bradstreet has these lists as well. You can go for Standard & Poor's, you can get this list, and then you can make calls. That's outbound, right? And ZoomInfo. Now, of course, the question is, when you do that, are you going to manually do it? And here is where you have these kind of scraping tools from AI, which can actually go spot it and then find out and find ways of dragging that information. You can also use tools like Lavender to even craft a message and automatically send it to these people if you have their email addresses, and you can see who's actually opting in or opting out. So you can actually look at many tools to help you do business development.
Pazzesco, praticamente ci ha appena detto che ci sono dei tools come ZoomInfo, Lavender, poi magari li mettiamo in sovraimpressione, che ci aiutano proprio ad esempio sia per la lead generation inbound che outbound a trovare il modo di quel dato aiutarci proprio a renderlo migliore ed efficiente, incredibile. Deva, grazie mille. It was really a pleasure to talk with you and listen to you.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time.
That's it. Absolutely.
Grazie.
That's it. Thanks. Thank you.